The crushing silence shattered as a child's song, "You Are My Sunshine," unexpectedly echoed, tearing open a wound that had never truly healed. His heart seized, eyes burning with a dormant pain, and everything within him that felt dead threatened to awaken. Something profound was about to change forever. Elias Thorne sat in his opulent corner office at Thorne Industries headquarters in Midtown Atlanta, surrounded by all money could offer, yet profoundly alone. Walls filled with awards and diplomas could not fill his internal emptiness. He watched employees busy, laughing, talking, while he remained invisible, a spectator in his own life. At high-stakes corporate lunches he sat, but conversations were limited to work, shallow and cold. Each interaction reminded him that despite success, he lacked connection, lacked love. The loss of Eleanor Vance, who once brought color to his days, weighed like an anchor. Solitude enveloped him, echoing in his luxurious, warmth-deprived environment. During the high-stakes corporate lunches, Elias Thorne tried to participate, but the feeling of being a stranger in his own world grew increasingly palpable. Colleagues chatted animatedly about their lives, sharing laughter and personal stories, but he felt like an intruder who didn't know how to join the dance. One day during an important meeting, one of his executives mentioning a recent success looked around and made a joke. Everyone laughed, except Elias Thorne. He merely smiled timidly, feeling the laughter leave his mouth like a distant echo. This small, unintentional rejection made him feel even more isolated. The voices of his colleagues resonated, but to him, everything was a meaningless murmur. At the company galas and holiday parties in Midtown Atlanta, he was a solemn presence among animated faces. People conversed around him, but when he tried to start a conversation, the atmosphere seemed to shift. A sharp glance, an averted gaze, and quickly attentions turned elsewhere. Elias Thorne always overheard disguised comments. "He seems so serious. Why doesn't he smile anymore?" Those whispers felt like spears, piercing his already fragile self-confidence even further. He felt like a burden, someone undeserving of being there. It was easier to be a spectator of life than to truly participate in it. After social events, he sat at his desk, surrounded by relics and material achievements, consulting his own image reflected in the trophies. Instead of pride, he felt profound sadness. The mirrored glass showed a man who had conquered the world, but seemed to lose himself in the process. He longed to be integrated, yearned for a friend, a genuine connection, but the immense weight of the past held him back. Eleanor Vance had once nourished his dreams with hope and affection, and now, each time he thought of her, the void within him deepened further. In his lonely Buckhead penthouse, the cold walls seemed to whisper. Steps in the corridor echoed, reflecting his emotional state. He avoided rooms where happy moments had occurred, fearing memories would drown him. Instead, he spent sleepless nights gazing through the window, watching the vibrant city outside full of life, while he remained immutable, an island in a restless sea. He felt life went on without him, like a song he could not hear. One morning, leaving for his Midtown office, Elias Thorne encountered children playing in Willow Creek Park, near his residence. They screamed and laughed, their voices like music, brimming with a carefree joy he instantly coveted. One small, curly-haired girl spun in circles, her laughter contagious. A pang of nostalgia hit him, recalling how he once played. But concurrently, a weight settled in his heart, a stark reminder of a lost childhood, a normal life snatched away. This blend of feelings, solitude and longing, oppressed him. Walking swiftly from the scene, he asked himself, how had he reached such a desolate point? With a heavy heart, he went to his office, already anticipating his return to the empty space. Solitude enveloped him like fog. He could not find his way back to light. This silent daily battle grew harder, an endless cycle of rejection and pain, leaving him near despair. And as life continued its course, he remained unseen, merely a spectator of the human existence he so desired, yet could not access. It was a clouded afternoon when Elias Thorne decided once more to walk the path to Willow Creek Park. He knew not why he counted his steps there, but something within him yearned to change the crushing routine that imprisoned him. As he walked, his memories mingled with his thoughts, as if navigating a labyrinth without an exit. Upon arrival, He sat on a secluded bench observing the children playing. The laughter of boys chasing a ball reached him, but this time he felt disturbed, an intruder daring to enter a pure, innocent world. Looking down, he noticed dry leaves and small twigs. Summer was nearing, yet the emotional mist behind his eyes made everything around him seem stuck in an eternal autumn. Then he saw her, a little girl with a cascade of curly hair and large luminous eyes settled on the emerald grass. She cradled a small toy and began to hum a soft song. The melody was sweet, and a part of him began to stir with an ancient recognition. His heart quickening its cadence, he lifted his gaze. The music resonated within him, an ethereal echo of a time he thought he had utterly forgotten. This song was the very one Eleanor used to sing to him, even after all those years. It was a memory so vivid it felt almost palpable, a whisper from a long silent room. He could not tear his eyes away. The profound innocence and unvarnished joy emanating from the little girl emerged as a potent balm, a restorative cure for his pervasive solitude. He rose, drawn forward as if by an invisible, compelling magnetic force. The words flowed from her lips with such unblemished purity that with each simple note, he felt a warmth suffuse his long-dormant heart. He yearned to hear more, to feel that elusive fragment of joy that had been so utterly lost from his life. Her gaze flickered briefly to his, and for a fleeting moment, her genuine, unburdened smile illuminated the entire space around them. Lily, the little girl, seemed entirely unfazed by Elias's approach. She continued her melody, observing him with open curiosity. He settled beside her, a timid, tentative smile barely gracing his features. "You sing beautifully," he murmured, the words exhaling from a place deep within his heart. "What is the name of this beautiful song?" The little girl paused for a moment, looked at him, and with a soft, clear voice replied, "It's the song my mommy always sings. It's the best song in the whole wide world." The profound simplicity of her reply caused something vital to vibrate deep within Elias, a palpable reconnection to everything it truly meant to be present. As he observed the unwavering light in her eyes, a sliver of his pervasive sadness dissipated, as if a nascent dawn had begun to pierce the thick, encompassing shroud of his solitude. But soon the gentle yet watchful expression of Chloe, the child's mother, unfurled in his mind. How could he possibly confront this burgeoning affection blossoming within his heart when the immense weight of his past still held him captive? A profound gaze upon the child allowed him to perceive that all the profound sorrow of loss he had carried might, just might, carve out a sacred space for something new, something truly more significant. Unsure of how to proceed, Elias contemplated retreating, but Lily, sensing his hesitation, plucked a small, vibrant flower from beside her and extended it to him, declaring, "This is for you. Let's be friends." The tender, unadorned gesture resonated deeply within him, and he felt the rhythmic thrum of his own heart once more. Behind the delicate fragility of that child lay an act of profound courage that emanated directly from her very being. It was an unspoken plea for genuine connection, a gentle, irrefutable reminder that there were indeed souls who still truly cared. "Friends," he murmured, a faint smile gracing his lips. He could truly be a friend to this child, a pure, unburdened connection offering a nascent hope. The possibility of unfurling himself to new experiences began to stir, a quiet effervescence within. As the breeze whispered its gentle secrets, he sensed that perhaps within a child's untouched innocence, unexplored melodies awaited discovery. This could transcend a mere friendship, becoming a foundational stride towards his own profound emotional renewal. Lily's gaze, incandescent and profound, lingered in his memory, much like the sun striving to emerge from behind shrouding clouds. Glimpsing Lily, he felt life itself extend a precious second chance. He held no premonition of where this budding friendship might lead, yet for this fleeting moment, he was willing to embark upon the unknown. The music he had long forsaken could, at last, begin its resonant return. Lily's radiant smile kindled a warmth within Elias's heart, a sensation long estranged. Yet concurrently, the world around him seemed to decelerate, a hushed tension settling, as if awaiting his absorption, of the moment's profound implications. Cradling the delicate flower between his fingers, he perceived the petal's ephemeral grace, a tender emblem of a connection potent enough to heal the deepest wounds. The carefree laughter of children reverberated around them, yet in his mind's inner chamber, the joy that had once enveloped his existence had receded into a distant memory. Abruptly, the presence of Chloe, Lily's mother, drew near, gently severing his intricate reverie. Her gaze was both inquisitive and keenly observant. "Hello, may I ask who you are?" Chloe's query brought a tremor of vulnerability to Elias. "I am a friend," he replied, his voice tinged with a quiet diffidence. "I was merely listening to Lily sing." Chloe maintained her measured gaze upon Elias for a moment, discerning the nuance of the situation. She discerned a tender interaction unfolding between him and her daughter. "She loves making friends. But you are a little different, aren't you?" Elias's heart quickened its rhythm. I am traversing challenging passages," he uttered, the raw vulnerability echoing in his tone. "And her song reminded me of the beauty still surrounding me." Her expression softened imperceptibly, acknowledging a shared fragment of sorrow and burgeoning hope in his earnest words. Within that verdant sanctuary of Willow Creek Park, Elias's long-dormant emotions commenced their blossoming, like wildflowers unfurling after a protracted winter's slumber. An intricate connection was emerging, not merely between him and the spirited young girl, but also between him and her compassionate mother. Chloe's gaze met Lily's, who watched Elias with an expectant smile, and in that shared glance, a silent, profound understanding unfolded between them. "How would you like to join us for play?" Chloe offered, her tone now imbued with a quiet assurance. Her invitation was an act of unexpected generosity, a heartfelt plea for Elias to integrate into a world he deeply yearned for, yet simultaneously feared. Lily nodded with fervent animation and exclaimed, "Yes, let's play together." Her enthusiasm was a vivid, infectious current, and despite the lingering apprehension that still sought to claim him, Elias felt an irresistible impetus to cast open his guarded spirit. He drew a deep, fortifying breath, acutely aware that he stood at a poignant crossroads, to remain cloistered in his long-held solitude, or to take a tentative yet momentous step towards a newfound redemptive friendship. As the sun descended, painting the sky in hues of orange and rose, Elias Thorne realized that through Lily's melody, he might reclaim life's lost rhythm. He offered a genuine smile, foreign to his face for what felt like an eternity. Watching the children, he felt for that fleeting moment the profound weight of his past might finally ease. "Let's play," he uttered, his voice still hesitant yet imbued with a nascent glimmer. Such a feeling had been foreign for ages. The simple invitation unfurled before Elias the chance to renew his life, to color it anew. He remained unaware where this friendship would lead, yet the possibility resonated within him, a flame yearning for sustenance. Under Twilight's gentle embrace, he was finally prepared to unveil the long-silenced melody within his heart. Elias's smile echoed Lily's unrestrained joy as they joined the children in the park. The trepidation that had long relegated his heart to its deepest recesses was now yielding to burgeoning curiosity and fragile hope. Laughter cascaded around them, an irresistible summons to a lighter existence. He surrendered to the moment, allowing the formidable ramparts that had long encircled him to dissolve, like sandcastles yielding to the relentless tide. Nevertheless, as he frolicked and pursued the ball, his thoughts drifted towards Chloe Hayes. He knew intuitively she was Lily's steadfast guardian, and her presence stirred within him a peculiar confluence of exhilaration and unease. The sensation of her observing him made him acutely aware that in some unspoken way, approval or disapproval hung in the balance. And, for reasons unarticulated, the spectral weight of his past lingered. As he drew near her during a brief respite, Elias's thoughts wove through haunting tendrils of memories, each phantom recollection patiently awaiting acknowledgement. "Thank you for letting me play with Lily," he articulated, endeavoring to imbue his voice with unaffected naturalness. Chloe offered a gentle smile, yet her gaze held a protective cast. "You appear to be navigating a difficult period," she responded, her attention unwavering. Lily has always been a child embodying hope. She apprehends the world with a purity we often forget as adults. Her words cleaved through his guarded heart, a poignant reminder that the world encompassed more than just despair and anguish. Simultaneously, a resonant whisper echoed within Elias, cautioning him against renewed vulnerability. What if he proved an insurmountable burden? What if this burgeoning genesis he envisioned ultimately calcified into another indelible scar? The internal maelstrom within him was profoundly palpable. "I don't want to burden her with my history," he said, hesitant. "Difficult things have happened in my life, and sometimes I feel they push people away." Chloe met his gaze with profound understanding, her heart aching. "We all carry our stories. You don't have to bear them alone. Life is connections, and even challenging ones can transform us." These words pierced Elias like a subtle yet profound light. He took a deep breath, sensing the heavy burden that had made him feel invisible might finally be shed. And looking again at Lily, delighting with other children, laughing and singing, "You Are My Sunshine," the song he knew so intimately, he saw space for new beginnings. Chloe, sensing Elias's struggle, offered an encouraging smile. "Lily adores you, and if it means anything, I do too." In that instant, the tension began to dissolve. As the warmth of acceptance permeated his being, the nascent possibility of a genuine friendship began to unfurl. Never before had he imagined such unreserved acceptance, devoid of judgment. As they conversed, an epiphany blossomed in Elias's heart. He permitted himself to envision a future unchained from oppressive solitude. Lily's smile could be his beacon on this uncharted path, while Chloe could be the steadfast ally he desperately needed. Imperceptibly, he began to unburden his experiences, and gradually, a profound sense of belonging began to coalesce. The melody that had long been silenced within his heart now, note by hesitant note, resonated once more, a tender promise of healing woven into its returning strains. The ensuing days unfolded with a tranquil, enchanting grace for Elias. He drew closer to Lily and Chloe, unveiling a world of happiness that felt both strangely familiar and breathtakingly new. Afternoons at Willow Creek Park became a cherished ritual, moments of shared laughter, songs sung in joyful unison, and the infectious exuberance of Lily's childhood. Each delicate note of "You Are My Sunshine" now carried a fragile shard of hope, and the lingering ache of the past slowly began to recede, losing its once formidable grasp. Lily held an innate gift for transforming the mundane into a vibrant spectacle. She always introduced new games, from spirited races and hide-and-seek to imaginative impromptu play with the other children. In these moments, Elias permitted himself to laugh, to feel and to explore fresh emotions. He realized for the first time in years he was no longer a silent spectator in his own unfolding life. One day, as the children played, Lily approached Elias and brought a small object that had been hidden under a pile of leaves. It was a tiny paper star, meticulously folded. "Look, I made it for you," she said, her eyes shining with eagerness. "This star will remind you that people can be happy." Elias took the star in his hands, feeling the tenderness of that gesture. He observed it for a few moments, enchanted by the simplicity and profoundness of the gift. It was a reminder that he could not only be happy, but also contributed to someone else's happiness. "Thank you, Lily. It's beautiful," he replied, and in that instant, the fear that had once paralyzed him began to dissipate. This connection with Lily also began to open a space for Chloe and him to share stories. In tranquil conversations after playtime, they spoke of their life experiences. Chloe, with a compassionate gaze, shared a little about her past. Elias, in cautious replies, revealed the traumas and solitude he carried within him, but he never felt judged or pressured. Instead, there was a mutual acceptance. "We all carry our stars," Chloe said at one point as they watched Lily running in the distance, "and each one represents a moment we've lived. Some shine, others do not, but all are part of who we are." Elias reflected on her words. He began to comprehend that his missteps and sorrows were not a burden to be concealed, but rather integral parts of his journey that could, in fact, allow for more authentic connections. He felt comfortable sharing his insecurities with Chloe, who always seemed to understand. One particular day, while exploring with Lily, he realized life was transforming around him. This became evident in a specific moment, when Lily pulled him to show a place in the woods near the park. It was an enchanting clearing, encircled by tall trees and illuminated by filtered sunbeams. "This is my favorite spot," she said, her eyes wide with wonder. "Here the stars shine brightest." Being there, enveloped by nature, was a potent metaphor for the metamorphosis unfolding within him. He gazed at the tiny blossoms emerging around them and felt a wave of profound gratitude. Thanks to that extraordinary little girl and her mother, he was rediscovering the essence of belonging and acceptance. "Shall we have a picnic here tomorrow?" Lily suggested, already brimming with ideas. Elias smiled, the notion filling him with a rare animation. And when he arrived home that night, a profound sense of lightness suffused his heart. Every tendril of connection he forged with Chloe and Lily seemed to weave a sanctuary where he could explore not only the burgeoning friendship, but also his own unfolding redemption. As he reviewed the moments they were living together, he realized his true fear had shifted. It was no longer the dread of solitude, but rather the apprehension of losing that nascent connection which had begun to blossom within him. And so, his life started to intertwine with laughter, with songs, and with the burgeoning tendrils of hope. The music that had once been silenced in his heart now resonated in a rich, enveloping harmony. He felt a vibrant animation at the thought of their upcoming picnic. Finally, he made an unspoken pact with himself. He was ready to open his deepest chambers and allow this new phase of life to enter with all its invigorating force. The day of the picnic arrived, radiant with the sun casting its golden dappled rays among the verdant leaves of the trees. Elias Thorne awoke with a potent mix of euphoria and a tremor of nervousness, eager for the gathering that promised to draw him even closer to Lily and Chloe. He carefully prepared a basket, placing colorful sandwiches, fresh, dew-kissed fruits, and some sparkling drinks, all the while considering other small tokens that might delight the young girl. Looking around his opulent Buckhead penthouse, he truly perceived how that small, earnest gesture of joy was steadily transforming his solitary, austere routine into a life far more vibrant. Upon arriving at Lily's Grove, the aroma of wildflowers and the chorus of birdsong enveloped him like a comforting ancestral embrace. Chloe was gracefully spreading a checkered blanket over the soft grass, while Lily, a whirlwind of contagious enthusiasm, darted around collecting tiny, perfect stones and fallen leaves. "You're here," exclaimed Lily, her eyes shimmering with unadulterated joy. "I was so excited, let's start." As they settled in, Elias discerned the profound simplicity of that reunion. Every shared laugh, every morsel of food they passed to one another signified far more than a mere picnic. It was a quiet celebration of acceptance, a visceral confirmation that he finally belonged somewhere truly and deeply. Chloe observed him with a gentle, knowing smile, pleased to witness her daughter's boundless joy and how Elias's very presence was painting new, radiant colors into their lives. "I hope you brought your appetite," Chloe teased, her voice light as they generously filled their plates with a delightful variety of savory treats and sweet delights. "Absolutely. I'm ready for an eating contest. Bring it on," Elias responded with genuine mirth, making everyone burst into laughter. Lily, a reservoir of inexhaustible energy, began to recount stories about her whimsical adventures in the park, each narrative more amusing and playfully exaggerated than the last. Elias, utterly enchanted, found himself completely absorbed, drawn into her vivid world. He allowed himself to laugh truly and unrestrainedly, a sound that had been a stranger to him for far too long, and felt the pure, untroubled lightness of childhood exploration permeating the air around him, as if, by some magical transmogrification, he had finally become an integral part of that bright, burgeoning world. As smiles bloomed and stories unfurled, their conversation flowed with an unforced grace. Chloe and Elias discussed passions, interests, and quiet aspirations. "Music can truly bind us," Chloe remarked, seeing Lily wander off. "It's a language without barriers." Elias nodded, old memories stirring. I used to play the acoustic guitar. Stopping was one of the hardest things. Now those silenced notes seem to return to me, a murmur from the depths. Chloe's gaze shimmered with empathy, and he realized speaking of his passion helped him feel truer. He was opening up for the first time in ages, without insecurity. Then, a gentle breeze sighed through Lily's grove as Lily reappeared, carrying a small wooden box Elias hadn't noticed. "Look what I found," she exclaimed, holding it. "Let's open it together." Her enthusiasm captivated Elias and Chloe, who leaned in, eager to discover its contents. As the box was opened, a golden glimmer caught the sun. Inside were small paper stars of hope, crafted by Lily in a burst of pure creativity. "These stars remind us that we all have a special sparkle," Lily smiled. "We can make a wish every time we look at them." Elias's heart melted at the child's profound innocence and wisdom. He took a golden star, holding it, reflecting on his arduous path. He wished for the courage to remain open, to never let his fears block the light. Chloe's loving gaze as she watched Lily strengthened his resolve not to let past phantoms dominate him. During the picnic, time itself seemed to hold its breath. Each peal of laughter resonated like a nascent melody. Every sigh of shared relief harmonized with the collective yearning for a future brimming with hope. A delicate tapestry of belonging enveloped them all, making it so that, for a fleeting instant, all difficulties seemed distant, mere whispers against the wind. However, as the afternoon softened into twilight, a subtle shadow began to lengthen. Elias remembered his gnawing fear of losing this nascent friendship. As Lily and Chloe continued their easy enjoyment, a cold eddy swirled in his gut, causing him to falter. What if, at some unforeseen moment, they decided they no longer needed him? The lingering specters of his past surged forth, making his mind spin in a disquieting dance. Chloe noticed the faint flicker in his eyes. "Elias," she called softly, drawing him back. "Are you all right?" He forced a smile, but vulnerability caught, his voice a fragile gasp. "I'm fine, just thinking." "Sometimes thinking too much can hold us captive," she said, empathy radiating. He realized her words were a familiar, inviting melody, coaxing open his soul's guarded chambers. He took a deep breath, now feeling he could be honest. "I'm afraid of losing this," he confessed, the raw weight of revelation settling. Chloe approached him, understanding etched upon her features. "Life is replete with uncertainties, Elias. We cannot govern the future's tides, yet we can choose the tenor of our days, and we want you here." The profound sincerity of her words warmed his very core. In uttering them, Chloe instilled within him the conviction that he was not merely venturing into the new, but was being received with an open, accepting heart. Lily rejoined them then, with the most disarming, innocent smile. "Let's do a star dance, it'll make everyone feel good." She gently pulled Chloe, and soon Elias found himself being drawn in too. Abruptly, the apprehension seemed to dissipate, like a whisper carried away by the melody of their shared laughter and buoyant joy, lifting his concerns into the fading light. As they moved together, Elias's inner tensions began to unravel amidst the genuine mirth. He allowed himself to dance, albeit with a nascent hesitation. It was a confluence of liberation and quiet celebration. A profound realization dawned upon him. He was forging something profoundly true, a connection divested of the shadows of fear. And so, beneath the lingering golden kiss of the setting sun, the paper stars of hope seemed to gleam all around them. Elias made his wish, no longer cloaked in apprehension, but rather embracing the profound renewal unfurling within him. He yearned not just to be a part of their world, but to be a vital chord in a grander melody, one that encompassed not just the present's gentle cadence, but a future rich with promises and uncharted harmonies. As if all celestial spheres had aligned, the nascent warmth of belonging suffused his spirit. As the late afternoon gracefully waned, and the golden light began to yield to the twilight's soft violet embrace, a deeper awareness of his own unfolding journey settled upon Elias. He perceived that the lessons garnered from Chloe and Lily were as profoundly significant as the shared moments themselves. Love, acceptance, and the tender tendrils of friendship had begun to tenderly fill the desolate chambers that had long lay barren within his heart. Each step taken with them led him further from the oppressive shadows of solitude. Life, which had once seemed so burdened, now thrummed with a nascent vitality, imbued with understanding and a quiet, profound joy. Thus, when the sun finally dipped below the horizon's gentle curve, a single star emerged in the nascent dusk, shimmering with an almost deliberate intensity. Elias gazed upon it and offered a soft smile. He was, at long last, beginning to feel that his story was merely commencing, and that the nascent notes of this burgeoning melody would reverberate through his life in ways previously inconceivable. The following morning, Elias awoke to the tender kiss of morning sunlight through his penthouse window. The profound sensation of renewal still pulsed vibrantly within his core, filling him with a new, burgeoning hope. He rose, feeling lighter, as if the very cosmos had aligned in a benevolent orchestration for him. The picnic had far surpassed a mere gathering. It was the genesis of a profound and resonant bond between him, Chloe, and Lily. With a gentle smile gracing his lips, he decided it was time to plant his own luminous stars of vulnerability. For a considerable time, he had felt the imperative to tenderly unfurl the narratives of his heart to Chloe and Lily, to unveil a sacred chamber of his life that had always remained shrouded. That morning, he met Chloe and Lily at Willow Creek Park, a blend of excitement and trepidation stirring within him. Lily dashed towards him, her face alight with pure joy. "Hi, Elias, let's play tag." The child's infectious exuberance dissolved his nervousness, and they began to play, Chloe watching, a soft chuckle escaping her lips at her daughter's boundless energy. After a few minutes, Elias sensed the opportune moment for the serious conversation he had rehearsed. He settled onto a bench beneath the embracing shade of an ancient tree. The leaves performed a gentle ballet with the breeze, and nature's symphony enveloped them. Lily soon joined him, settling beside him. "What are you thinking about?" she asked, her curiosity a delicate brushstroke. Elias glanced at Chloe, who stood a few paces away, her gaze offering a silent, encouraging beacon, and a deep conviction settled within him. The time was now. "Lily, Chloe, there is something I wish to share with you both," he began, his voice a tremor of vulnerability. "Lately I have felt an undeniable closeness to you, and this connection means a profound deal to me. Yet, there are also shadows from my past that I feel compelled to speak of." Lily tilted her head, her attention unwavering as Chloe drew nearer, settling on the other side of Elias. "We are here, Elias. You can speak," she affirmed, her presence a bastion of silent support. He drew a deep, fortifying breath, sensing the subtle constriction in his chest. "I have navigated through arduous passages, experiences that compelled me to seal the gates of my heart. Individuals at times inflicted wounds, and I became exceedingly guarded in allowing myself to embrace new connections." Lily, with her pristine innocence and unblemished candor, declared, "But you're our friend now, and that's what truly matters." The child's uncomplicated truth brought an involuntary, tender smile to his lips. Chloe's hand settled gently upon his arm, her eyes reflecting a profound understanding. "We all carry our narratives, Elias. What truly matters is the tapestry we weave from them. You are here now, and that is all the affirmation we need. You are utterly welcome." Elias felt a warm current course through his being. Chloe's radiant empathy and Lily's pure sincerity intertwined, crafting a sanctuary where his soul could unfurl. "I yearn to be an integral part of your lives. I am painstakingly learning to place my trust anew, and I aspire to build something exquisitely beautiful together," he voiced, the resonant echo of his vulnerability permeating the air. Chloe smiled, her heart swelling with a burgeoning hope. "We deeply desire that, Elias. You are already woven into the fabric of our story, and there is a boundless landscape of life for us to traverse together." "Let's make a pact," Lily interjected, her voice alight with earnest enthusiasm. "A friendship pact. That way we'll never drift apart." She extended her tiny hand for a solemn shake, and after a hesitant, poignant moment, Elias and Chloe entwined their hands with the little girl's outstretched fingers. In that shared gesture, a profound current of commitment and tender affection solidified. He recognized with a newfound clarity that the connection blossoming amongst them transcended the simple definition of a new friendship. It was a resilient tapestry of support, a silent vow to be a steadfast presence for one another through every ebb and flow of life's journey. And there, beneath the vast embracing expanse of the sky, Elias felt an unwavering strength bloom within his soul. In the following days, their connection deepened, exploring Willow Creek Park, sharing picnics and cherishing each other's company. Elias began teaching Lily the acoustic guitar. Each chord she learned became a vibrant note in their burgeoning symphony. Chloe watched, a swell of pride and gratitude for Elias's steadfast presence. The music, once an echo of painful memories, now vibrated with love and profound renewal. Slowly, a transformed Elias emerged. He began to perceive life in richer, more vivid hues, realizing he possessed supportive allies. His story, he understood, was not to culminate in sorrow, but to unfurl as a new, significant chapter, brimming with meaningful moments. One evening, gazing at the beautiful, starry expanse, Elias smiled, recalling the celestial dance he had shared with them. The true connection he meticulously nurtured blossomed. He felt love and understanding now formed a vital, intrinsic part of his ongoing journey. From his deepest heart, Elias knew he was ready for what lay ahead. The melody resonating within his soul was not merely a desire, but a solemn, unwavering commitment. His life's narrative now irrevocably wove Lily and Chloe into its vibrant, promising future. Amidst all uncertainties, the profound assurance of their friendship and love perpetually guided and filled him with abiding hope. The ensuing days overflowed with joy. The bond among Elias, Chloe, and Lily strengthened with each interaction. Laughter echoed through Willow Creek Park. One sun-drenched Saturday, Elias sat beneath a tree's benevolent shade, acoustic guitar in hand. Lily, with radiant sparkle, approached. "Shall we create a song together?" He smiled, animated by the idea. A fresh melody. "Absolutely. How about a song of friendship and stars?" he suggested, strumming chords. Lily, with her infectious energy, immediately proposed lyrical phrases. Each idea from her lips conveyed her friendship's pristine purity. Chloe watched from afar, her heart overflowing with pride as Elias and Lily harmonized beautifully. Rehearsing, they forged a bond beyond mere notes. The harmony of Elias's acoustic guitar and Lily's voice created a welcoming space. Their gazes affirmed they were part of something immeasurably grander. Chloe approached, offering potent emotional sustenance. "I'm so thrilled to hear the finished song," she said, smiling. When performance day dawned, a small expectant cluster gathered. Lily was electric with enthusiasm, Elias fluttered with nerves. He glanced at Chloe, who gave an encouraging nod. As the music began, the gentle, hopeful melody floated through the crisp air, and the audience became immediately absorbed. Lily sang, sweet and firm, as Elias accompanied on his acoustic guitar. The lyrics of friendship's strength and starlight's beauty filled Willow Creek Park with positive energy. Smiles blossomed, applause rose, and compliments murmured. Lily's radiant smile lit everything, reflecting Elias's deep pride. As the music ended, applause roared. All felt the radiating authenticity and joy. Lily jumped with happiness. Emotion brought tears to Chloe's eyes. "You were incredible," she exclaimed with genuine love. Afterward, at sunset, they gathered under their tree. Chloe looked at Elias, her eyes shining. "You brought so much light to our lives. I never thought life would lead us here." Elias, touched, felt more alive than ever. "I want to be part of this story. You can always count on me." "You are already part of our world," Chloe affirmed, solidifying their bond. In the air, a palpable sense of transformation and belonging. Elias understood each day with Chloe, and Lily was a new page in their shared story. The former weight dissolved, emotional distance transformed into warmth and security. He could finally see a bright future ahead. As stars filled the sky, Elias wished for this moment forever, a friendship to light dark days and bring joy to lonely hours. He knew, with Chloe and Lily, life offered so much more. He resolved to live this promise, full of love and meaning, building their life's symphony in harmony. Time passed, seasons changed, but the bond between Elias, Chloe, and Lily strengthened. Autumn afternoons became precious. The mild chill brought them indoors amidst cushions, hot chocolate aroma filling the air. Those moments were full of stories, laughter, and the sweet feeling of home. One cold day, sunlight streamed through the window, creating a cozy scene. Lily drew, imagination soaring, while Elias and Chloe prepared a snack. Something magical filled the atmosphere, a quiet knowing that all was well. "Look, I drew all three of us," Lily Hayes exclaimed, holding up the paper with a wide, unburdened smile. Their faces were distinctly visible, each etched with a nascent happiness. The profound simplicity of that shared moment served as an enduring testament to the vast transformation they had collectively undergone. Chloe Hayes gazed at the drawing, her heart brimming with an undeniable love for the little girl, and declared, "It's absolutely perfect, Lily. We shall affix it to the refrigerator." As they arranged their afternoon snack, their laughter became a resonant symphony, filling the essence of the home. Elias Thorne, utterly captivated, recognized the sheer solace of his presence there, encircled by an affection both new and eternally familiar. He felt the tenacious grip of past sorrow had at last dissipated, gracefully yielding to the luminous promise of a future yet unwritten. Sustenance and melody now enriched the house, while the windows graciously welcomed the gentle murmur of falling leaves from outside. After the repast, they settled into the welcoming embrace of the sofa. "Might we embark upon a new melody?" Elias Thorne gently inquired, the memory of their foundational bond forged through shared music, stirring within him. Lily Hayes nodded with palpable enthusiasm, and as they reached for the acoustic guitar, he found himself lost in reflection, pondering how the newfound harmony of their intertwined lives now thoroughly permeated the voids that had once stretched desolate and vast within his soul. The song they had painstakingly composed together transcended mere notes and lyrics, becoming an anthem, a profound testament to the friendship they had so carefully constructed. Each resonant chord echoed the intricate journey they had traversed and every significant moment they had shared, a vibrant tapestry woven with mutual affection. With each unfolding note, a profound truth crystallized with unwavering clarity. They were, in this symphony of their lives, meticulously crafting a nascent existence, an entirely new chapter, wherein each soul played an indispensable, fundamental role. One evening, after a performance at Willow Creek Park, where joy and music enveloped them, the trio sat by Lake Clara Mere in Piedmont Park. The heavens were clear, and stars shimmered with intense brilliance. "You know," Elias Thorne mused, his voice imbued with newfound vulnerability, "I never thought I'd find family again." He turned his gaze, heavy with emotion, toward Chloe Hayes and Lily, a distinct, unfamiliar love blossoming, filling his deepest being. Chloe Hayes offered a gentle, understanding smile. "You are an indelible part of our family, Elias. It was never recompense or a choice. You are, unequivocally, a gift." "I feel as though we always knew this was destined," Lily declared, her young voice resonating with a profound wisdom her small words could scarcely contain. And there they remained, beneath the vast star-dappled canopy, quietly celebrating the nascent promise of a shared future. The moon's gentle luminescence danced upon the lake's placid surface, and the profound serenity that enveloped them was an almost tangible entity. Elias Thorne understood, with a certainty that settled deep within his bones, that every intricate thread of his past experiences had meticulously guided him to this singular, cherished moment, and that their collective journey was, in truth, only just beginning. With each precious day that gracefully unfurled, they blossomed, becoming more exquisitely whole together. With a heart brimming with hope and gratitude, Elias Thorne found his place. All he needed was there, love, support, and a home. On that day, and in all others to come, he committed to being his best for Lily Hayes and Chloe Hayes, so together they could continue writing their lives' story, always reverberating love and harmony. The ensuing morning, a gentle caress of sunlight filtered softly through the windows, bestowing a comforting warmth upon the interior of the house. Elias Thorne awoke with an unbidden smile gracing his lips, the poignant echoes of the previous night's communion still vibrantly resonating within the chambers of his memory. He rose with a lightness in his step and meticulously prepared coffee, as the rich, comforting aroma of the hot liquid gracefully permeated the morning air. Lily was already awake, and with a mischievous sparkle in her eyes, she raced into the kitchen. "Good morning, Elias. Can I help?" she asked, climbing onto a chair to reach the shelves. Her image, determined and vibrant, warmed Elias's heart. "Of course. How about we prepare a special breakfast for our family?" he suggested as he passed her ingredients. Together they prepared pancakes, and the kitchen quickly filled with laughter and playful mischief. Chloe appeared next, stretching and with a smile that illuminated her face. "The smell is wonderful. What are you two doing, the morning chefs?" The atmosphere was light, and everything seemed to resonate in harmony. Seated at the table, savoring the pancakes, they began to plan activities for the day. "Let's go to the fields for a picnic," Lily suggested, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. Chloe and Elias quickly agreed, animated by the thought of time outdoors. That afternoon they journeyed to the fields, carrying a blanket, snacks, and of course the acoustic guitar. A gentle breeze caressed their faces as they walked, and the sun cast a more radiant glow that afternoon. Upon arriving, they spread the blanket upon the green grass and settled in. Lily began to sing one of her cherished songs, and Elias accompanied her on the acoustic guitar. The melody of their song interwove with the surrounding nature, crafting a symphony unique to their spirits. That was a perfect day, where friendship, music, and love resonated through every passing moment. And so, beneath the vast blue sky and the sun's golden embrace, they continued to inscribe their story together, each day blossoming into a chapter more profound than the last.